Welcome to Cover, where we're diving inside the pages of Out magazine. Out stars of Showtime's fellow travellers, Matt Boomer, Jelani Aladdin, Jonathan Bailey and Noah J. Ricketts are Out magazine's cover stars. And we have exclusive behind-the-scenes footage and interviews with the stars. Joining me now is May Rood to tell us more about the show. Hi May, thank you for joining me today.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Good. Always a pleasure seeing you. What is the premises of this show?
Yeah, so Fellow Travelers follows 4 gay men living in Washington, D.C., where they also work. These 4 men, played by our cover stars, start in Washington, D.C. in the 1950s under McCarthyism, and the show follows their lives, their careers, their loves, and their friendships all the way from the 50s to the 80s.
And you describe these actors as a formed family, and apparently they got really close. Will we be seeing any steamy chemistry on screen between any of these actors?
Yes, absolutely. The 4 actors immediately bonded on set and formed what they said was a found family of their own. And that led to incredible chemistry between all 4 of the stars. You can especially see that chemistry between Matt Bomer and Jonathan Bailey, who play Hawk Fuller and Tim Laughlin. The 2 men meet while working in Washington, D.C., and Hawk becomes sort of a mentor figure for Tim. But then the 2 also become lovers. And let me tell you, they have some of the most explosive chemistry you'll ever see and some of the steamiest sex scenes you'll ever see in TV.
Well, I'm going to be watching, that's for sure. I have got a huge crush on, I think, every one of these actors. What did the cast say about, playing these heroes of the past? I mean, these men are gay men at the top of their game. I mean, they're heroes in themselves. I wonder what it was like for them to play heroes of the past.
Yeah, well, so through Aladdin and Ricketts' characters, we're able to see queer U.S. history through a Black lens. And both of those actors said that they were very excited to get to show not only that queer history, but also a Black gay romance that lasts for, over 4 decades, something they said that they haven't really gotten to see in media. So both Aladdin and Ricketts said that they were very excited to get to tell that kind of love story.
And how accurate are these stories and, this show to history and, real storylines? Are they taken from real events? Yeah,
while the 4 main characters are fictional, all of the historical events that are depicted in the show were unfortunately very real. That's everything from the AIDS crisis in the 80s to the Lavender Scare in the 50s, where thousands of LGBTQ plus people were either fired from government jobs or denied government jobs because of their sexuality and gender. And while the show is a love story at its heart, it's also a brilliant historical drama featuring real-life historical characters like Joseph McCarthy and Roy Cohn.
Wow. And I also hear that you went to the set. Is that true?
Yeah, it was amazing. I was lucky enough to visit the set in Toronto, and it was like stepping into another world. The costumes and the sets and everything just makes you feel like you're in 1950s Washington, D.C., or later 70s and 80s Washington, D.C., and San Francisco. And as soon as the director said action, the actors just clicked into go mode and blew our socks off. Everything on set, from the costumes to the sets to the actors and directors, was amazing. And I can't wait for everyone to see what the final product looks like.
So you actually got to see them do scenes?
Yes, I saw Matt and Jonathan film one scene that's very emotional in a bell tower. Seeing the 2 of them act and then turn off their acting and just be their regular selves and joke around and then switch back into this dramatic scene talking about their relationship and politics and war. It was just really seeing 2 of the best actors that we have right now doing what they do best.
I am so jealous. Well, thank you for chatting to me again, May. It's always a pleasure. And stay tuned, everyone at home, because we have behind-the-scenes footage and interviews with the stars. Nice, lovely. Well done, Johnny. Yeah, perfect, yeah.
wanted to be a part of Fellow Travelers because it was a part of our LGBTQIA plus history that I was completely unaware of. And there was an entire generation of men and women who lived and loved and struggled and suffered under a government that felt that its morals were more important than their personal freedoms. And sadly, I felt that that was really relevant today.
What was the best part about working with each of my co-stars? I can't think of a single thing. No, I'm kidding. No, the best thing was their professionalism on set. They were amazing to work with take after take, and that was incredible to watch, but also they're incredible human beings, and I think that's what's most important. So we had a great time on set. We got the job done, and we had some fun afterwards, honey.
I think Fellow Travelers is incredibly important in 2023 because we are still at a point where our survival is at risk. Where there are people who aren't able to love the way they want to love, live the way they want to live, and the law and the government feel that it's more important that they control people's bodies, people's minds, and people's spirits than to let them love and live. And that's a crime that, if we continue doing that, we will destroy humanity.
Hi, this is Johnny Bailey and the cast of Fellow Travellers. Our Out cover is out now on newsstands and online. Thank you for watching.
Cover to cover.
Cover to cover.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching Cover to Cover. Subscribe on YouTube and Facebook. Download our Roku and Fire TV app. Take us with you on the go. Get the Advocate Channel app on your Apple and Android device. Thanks for watching. I'm Stephen Walker.